Cryptocurrency are usually associated with success stories, big earnings, opportunities, and these fun meme coins. But sometimes this industry is also associated with crime, kidnappings, torture, and other grim aspects of human nature. And one of such chilling incidents from the dark side of the crypto world occurred in the beginning of 2025. January 21st, Tuesday morning, France, Le Rocher department. Meet David Ballant, a well-known figure in the crypto industry. He is one of the co-founders of Ledger, the company that produces hardware wallets for cold storage of cryptocurrencies. A peaceful morning in central France, an idyllic and even slightly romantic scene for many, but not for Ballant and his wife, who suddenly vanished without a trace. Their relatives and friends desperately tried to reach them, but all messages and calls went unanswered. No one knew what had happened, and their loved ones began to panic. Unfortunately, their worst fears would soon be confirmed. Ballant is one of the co-founders of Ledger, which was established in 2014. Since then, Ledger has sold numerous hardware wallets, earning millions of dollars. Therefore, our hero or his relatives may have access to vast sums of money in cryptocurrency. It is precisely people like Ballant who become targets for criminals. Why? Well, because cryptocurrency is the perfect tool for extortionists. A cryptocurrency transfer is a transaction without banks, without any traces, and most importantly, without the possibility of canceling it. Once you send cryptocurrency to someone else, you lose it forever. The criminals who kidnapped Ballant and his wife on the morning of January 21st knew this very well. They broke into David's home, forced the couple into inconspicuous vehicles, separated them, and took them into unknown directions within minutes. The criminals acted quickly and professionally, and after a while, another co-founder of Ledger, Eric Larchevêque, received a distressing message demanding a ransom in cryptocurrency. The kidnappers asked for a significant ransom. According to some reports, it amounts to 100 bitcoins or about 10 million euros. To prove that they're serious, they cut off Ballant's finger, recorded the gruesome act, and sent the video along with their next ransom demand. According to media reports, the criminals used a fake phone number, a fake WhatsApp account, and a VPN to make it harder to track them. Meanwhile, the French police and even the Gendarmerie's GNGN's tactical unit got involved in the investigation. Unfortunately, the situation became even more complicated because the media initially reported the incident incorrectly. At first, another Ledger founder was named as the victim. It is also possible that the media information was confused because the French police sought to avoid excessive publicity. Local media were the first to cover the situation, but the data was constantly changing and updating. Meanwhile, the police collaborated with Eric Larchevêque and allowed him to transfer part of the ransom in cryptocurrency to try to trace the perpetrators. Although the exact amounts of the ransom and payment were not disclosed, some reports indicate that the transfer was about $105,000. They managed to track down the criminals after arresting a vehicle suspected of being used by them. Following the trail of the perpetrators in the neighboring city of Châteauroux, David was found in a building. He was alive, but needed medical attention and was hospitalized. The Ledger co-founder indeed endured torture. He lost a finger. But as I mentioned earlier, David and his wife were taken in different directions, and at the location in the city where David was found, they could not locate his wife. Where to search for the second victim of the kidnappers? The situation was resolved only by evening of the next day. The French police found Ballant's wife in another location, in a car south of Paris town. She was bound. The woman experienced severe stress, but fortunately showed no signs of physical torture like Ballant did. According to the reports from the Paris prosecutor's office, the cryptocurrency was previously transferred, was tracked and seized. To understand how complex and well-planned the kidnapping operation was, consider the number of arrests made. After the incident, 10 people were arrested on suspicion of involvement, 9 men and 1 woman. Some of them have already been charged. However, even now, we cannot be sure that the group of kidnappers was not connected to an even larger number of people and that this was only the part of much larger criminal syndicate. The criminals were facing life imprisonment. I would like to say that this story ended in a not so terrible way, but unfortunately, this story is just one of the few similar incidents happening around the world. Each year, the number of violent crimes and kidnappings for cryptocurrency continues to rise, and the outcome of many of them can be much more horrific. But how to avoid becoming a victim of criminals? Well, unfortunately, it is impossible to protect yourself 100% from this. The best solution is not to disclose information about having significant cryptocurrency holdings, and not just in cryptocurrency. It is possible that in Balan's case, the criminals chose him as the target and meticulously planned the kidnapping by studying publicly available information. Balan was active on social media, therefore, then you post photos or write about your home, your belongings, various places you love to visit, and also share who you do this with, who your friends, relatives, your loved ones are. Remember that criminals, well, they also study social media. All of this information can be used against you. Sometimes it is better to appear poor than rich. Well, the case of Balan proves this. So take care of yourself, and then criminals may steer clear from you. May.